Siri, could you show me stuff about the deep dark web? Calculating. This is what I found for the dark web. All right, let me scroll through this. All right, Hitman for sale. Okay. Babies. I could buy a baby. They're very expensive. Vagina pants. Get me a couple of the coochie slacks. All right. What's this? Oh shit, that's scary. Let me tap onto that. And now, your host.
I'm done.
With the most, Edith.
No.
Louise likes to cut the cheese. White blob Maderos.
I thought he was going to forget.
I was
Hi.
hoping.
Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Oh Shit, That's Scary. We skipped a week. We got real busy.
You know, I mean, people can put one out every week if they want to. If you're a true fan, you get us when you get us and you appreciate it.
We
You're
do
welcome.
this for fun.
It's for fun.
And anything more than that, I quit.
We try. We strive.
second-
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Really, though, the second they want to pay me for this, I'm probably going to quit.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you know what? This is way stressful. I already got stressed out for this. But that intro was done by our mix guy, our mix master swatchter, Jason Diego Maderos.
In case you guys don't understand what's happening, you're listening to what the guy in the beginning is listening to. He's listening to an episode of Oh Shit, That's Scary right now.
What the fuck
Oh,
is he?
isn't that good?
It's good.
Oh,
It's
I get
good.
it. I didn't
liked
get
it.
it at first.
Well, you're
I
done.
did. It was good.
Read the script.
Oh, God. I didn't get it,
We
and I
practiced
don't want
this.
one. Well, I wasn't there. I fell asleep.
Sat in a room and wrote this together.
I don't care. I didn't like it the first time.
You came up with coochie slacks.
I know, but now I regret it. When it's bad, I don't have anything to do with it. Okay. And I'm always joined with my lovely co-host, Carli Bonillo.
Hello.
Oh, my God. She's so cute, guys. Anyone who's listening to this, just any comments, just remember to talk about how cute Carli is.
Please. Thank you. I'm going to kill myself.
Oh, my God.
I like it.
Well, okay,
I
fine.
like
Me
where this
too.
is going.
Hashtag me too. That's wrong. But
Oh, no. But yeah, just say nice things. We like to hear nice things.
yeah, if you got something mean, only direct it towards Jason.
Yeah, he takes those. He's in charge of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
likes
like
those.
them. I live off of those.
Good. All right, if you didn't know by our weird ass intro, Hitman for sale. Mm-hmm. I was like, so they're selling a whole man that's a hitman. So he's now your hitman.
Yeah, you got to feed them.
Yeah, so you don't get one kill. It's like you get all the kills from that hitman.
It's like,
yeah, it's like a genie.
what's that
There it
that old game? It was like an egg, and you play with it, and then you feed them.
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, it's like a Tamagotchi, but it's a hitman.
A Tamagotchi.
It's a-
There you go.
His name is Tim.
His name is Tim.
Last
Okay.
name
Is that our
Magachi.
friend, Tim? Did you just sell our friend Tim?
Tim, are you a hitman?
His name is Spin Q.
Spin Q. Gotcha. I would not be surprised if Tim was a hitman, by the way.
He's pretty fucking fancy.
He's
Tim-
fancy and he's scary sometimes.
Yeah.
I love you, but oh my God.
He's a grumpy Gus.
He is a grumpy guy.
I love it.
Yeah, he's so grumpy.
He makes me positive.
He gets grumpy like I get
HIV.
grumpy. You just get quiet.
He's just
quiet,
but like
and,
all the
mean
time.
eyebrows.
All the time he's grumpy. And he thinks
great.
everything I do is stupid. He's very judgmental of my actions as a
Like
human
family.
being. Yeah, he is. He is.
Tim is our
100%.
friend that no one listening cares about.
Oh, yeah, probably. But we care about him, so fuck off. Hi, Tim.
Yeah, screw you.
Hi, Tim. Okay, so if you didn't
thank you.
notice, okay. If you didn't notice, we are going to be talking about the dark web and the deep web and all of those things. I kind of got sucked into it on one of the nights that I was researching for our cannibal thing, and I got too into it and upset myself pretty badly.
Yeah. It's going to
Pretty
be
badly.
a dark one.
This is going to be a hard topic. You're funny.
Or a
You're
deep
funny.
one.
This is
Gonna
a dark
be
one and a deep
dark
one.
one.
This is
It's gross.
yeah, I'm having like flashes of the things that I saw in my head, and I don't want to. I don't want to anymore. So again, and another shout out to Tim. Thank you, Tim, for not letting me watch any of those videos that I found with you. He was like, you don't want to watch this. I was like, I do. He's like, I'm not allowing this. Not in my presence. You
No.
can do it elsewhere. And then I just went home and went to bed.
Oh, my chest hurts.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
So we're gonna try and make it as funny as possible, but it's some pretty brutal shit.
Yeah, so
It's some
probably
pretty brutal shit.
it's just going to be me sad over here like, fuck, man. The fuck is wrong with people?
So like any other episode.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
There you go. All right, Carly, you want to lay it on us?
Sure. So I did some research because I never knew if it was the deep web or the dark web. I always heard both.
I didn't even know there were two different ones.
There are. I
the,
knew that.
the deep web is only
Yay.
the deep web is only anything that you can't access in a search engine, either because it's protected by a password or it's like buried deep within some other regular website. So it's not an easy linkable website to get to. That's
So
it.
you can still find it. It's
could
just
be a
harder.
private one. Yeah. It could be like someone's private web page that they don't want to have public yet. That kind of stuff. But you can get into
So
it
it's not
some
so
kind
bad.
of way. Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Right. The dark web, though, is a subsection of the deep web that you can only access through a special browser that makes your IP address invisible so that nobody can track you.
Tim and some other people were talking about you have to get like a website that pings your IP address all over the place so they never know where you are.
Yep.
I think it's a Tor site, Tor. A Tor.
I have no idea.
Tor.
I have no idea. I just kicked something on the floor. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I wonder what it was. But yeah, and some of the things that you can find on the dark web, just to start you off, you can find all the, like, it's called the Hidden Wiki. So it's got all that really cool, like alien shit, Area 51 documents, all that stuff. It's a great,
What?
yeah, and it'll
my God.
help you find other things along the dark web.
I'm already stressed out.
I know.
I'm stressed out.
I know. There's something called Alpha Bay. So the dark net is basically all marketplaces. It's
Where you buy stuff.
right. So it's.
So do you have to buy like the WikiLeaks or whatever those are?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'm sure everything is processed with Bitcoin.
Which is going under, I hear.
I think I heard that too. Yeah. I never got into it.
I don't know what it is.
No idea.
There you go.
I just purchased so many Bitcoins.
Did you? I don't
think
believe
so.
it.
Is that on Sonic?
I feel like once you know how to answer your phone, I'll believe something you say, technology-wise.
I know how to answer my phone. I just have caller ID whenever you call.
Oh my God. Well, I'm going to block my number
Such a dick.
and then unblock it. There you go. Next.
Like a goalie. Like a really bad goalie.
World Cup's happening right now. Good job, guys.
That's right.
I did it.
Yeah, you can get fucking hacked account information, electronics, fraudulent identity documents, drugs, hitmen, like you said.
That's the thing that scares me. So I know that people buy drugs off the dark web, but you don't know your supplier. You don't know your buyer.
I have
being
a
cut
story.
with.
I have a
Yeah,
what's really
you have
in
no
it.
idea what you're getting cut with or what it's getting cut with. So you could be buying marijuana that's completely laced in acid.
Right.
Who knows? Or they're starting to use fentanyl
Yeah.
in different cuts of heroin, and it's really deadly.
Why?
So people are just ODing like crazy
Oh my god.
because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to cut it with.
Well, yeah. Oh god.
Well, what's the point if you're just going to kill somebody?
Well, they're not trying to kill people. They think that it's working, but people,
People don't
It's-
go in moderation.
yeah.
Don't buy
Especially
cheap
with
tattoos or drugs, people.
Yeah, with heroin, it's like you start to build an immunity to it, right?
Yeah.
So you need more and more to get high, and then you go a day without doing it, and then you go up the next day to do your normal dose that you would do, and that's how they OD.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So don't stop
That's
once you
the
start.
Phoenix brother. He did that.
Oh shit, River. Mm-hmm. Dang.
River did that. He thought that he was clean for like a week, and then went and did what his usual dose was
Yeah.
and OD'd.
Fuck. He was so cute. He had such a bright future.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Did you ever see Stand By Me?
Yeah.
He was the cute one.
Oh, the fat one?
No. The blonde one. The taller one.
I feel like
He was cute.
okay. What? Oh.
He was cute.
Glasses?
Was he the kid on the train tracks?
The
You
dead
know,
one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is there a dead body in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
go
remember
to see.
that.
Yes.
I never did see
And what's his name?
Corey Feldman.
Yes.
Yeah, Corey Feldman's in it.
And the other one,
Corey
no,
O'Connor.
Haim.
no, Lost Boys.
Corey Haim.
No.
Seth Green.
That's it.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes. Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you.
He gets a little
He's
stabby.
the bully boy.
Yeah, he gets bullied. He's a little stabby.
He's cute too. He's cute too.
I will name 1 million people for you that have nothing
Thank
to do with
you.
movies. But good job.
But it helps me. So yeah, if you're looking to score some drugs on the dark net, you go to Grams. Okay. Not sure what marketplace to use for what kind of drugs you want. You go to Grams. It's like Google. It'll find exactly what you're looking for. It'll scour the entire dark net for it.
How do they get it through like the postal service?
The dead drops.
What the fuck is a dead drop?
Somebody will go leave it somewhere out in the alley under a rock.
I'm not okay with this.
You go leave your
Who
money
does
first.
these things?
They leave
I just
the
like
thing,
it
and
being
then you come
explained.
pick it up later.
They'll put it under a rack.
Yeah.
I think that as I've become an adult woman, I've gained tons of fear.
Same.
So I don't want to do anything.
I don't wanna
ever.
leave the
I'm afraid
house.
of the cops. I'm afraid of the people the cops are trying to get.
Right.
I'm afraid of
Black people?
Oh my God, Jason. Well, they are after them.
And vice versa.
That's true. Everybody's after everybody. I just want nothing to do with it.
I just want to stay in my house. Watch movies.
Yeah. Today I actually was really upset with myself because I profiled someone that looked scary. It was a big white guy, bunch of tattoos, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't want to walk near him.
Yeah.
But turns out this time I was correct. He like spit on my feet. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was just like a crazy guy walking outside work. So I started to walk away from him. He just spit on my feet.
That's so scary.
Yeah. I was like, well, now what?
Did you run?
No.
Did you go, ew?
That would have been great if you would have screamed and ran away.
I was like right outside
Like
work.
a Grand
and I just,
Theft Auto type of thing.
Yeah. Have you seen him before?
No, I've never seen it before. And I like looked around to see if any of my coworkers saw. Nobody saw anything because they were all busy. But I was just like, you fucking spit at my feet.
Isn't spitting in somebody's face, at least, I don't know about feet,
Spitting
but
near
face
them
is
an assault.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they could have the
AIDS,
Yeah, they could have all sorts of
all
stuff.
the things.
Trash.
Trash.
Trash people.
Yeah, but yeah, I profiled the guy correctly today. so-
Good job.
But I still felt bad
Yeah.
because, like, Jason, you got tattoos. I'm not afraid of you.
You don't know.
Cute boys have tattoos. I'm not afraid of them. But when they're ugly boys with tattoos, I'm afraid of them.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Carly's reading right now.
She was reading about grams, where to get the drugs.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to see what else is good on here. Silk Road is a very popular one. It's
I've heard of
just
that.
another marketplace. You can literally buy anything.
So they just have like a bunch of Googles,
Basically,
bunch of dark web
the pictures that I saw, it almost kind of looked like a.
Is that pictures?
I saw screenshots.
How far were you deep in the web? I don't want
No,
you that far.
It was somebody went on and took screenshots.
Okay.
Of each page, and they were tiny, so I couldn't really read a whole lot of
It's gotta
detail.
be. What if it's just like? Because the cops are all over that. But what if it's just cops and cops? Like cops selling, cops buying. Like they're
my
just trying to catch
God.
each other, and they're constantly they're so good at it that they just can't. There's
Well, I'm
not
sure.
actually any criminals on it.
I mean, there's got to be some crooked ones throwing some guns in there,
No,
for some money.
I'm saying like
oh,
the entire dark web is like a team of
Cops trying to
catch people, and then there's a bunch of buyers that are all cops trying to catch the sellers, and there's no criminals on earth, and everything's fine.
oh my God.
Oh, I wish.
It's all cops. It's all government.
Probably
It's a government.
everything's fine.
Yeah.
We're all good.
So I watched a video about a story
Of a lovely lady.
about 2 weeks ago when we were supposed to record and then we didn't record. So let's see what I remember. All right. So there's a boy, we'll call him Trevor.
Trevor.
Okay, Trevor, he goes on the dark web and he usually buys Coke, but he found a new supplier that was a little bit cheaper, but it was the same process in getting Coke. So he did it, and then he told the drug dealers, hey, he gave him the address and said, just put it in like a DVD case so my mom doesn't think anything suspicious. 2 weeks later, or like a week later, he gets this DVD case, and in it, there's just a note that says, we had a problem, or whatever, contact me, or whatever. So he emails, and then they're like, well, let's just meet up, and then I'll give you the stuff. So he goes.
Nope. No.
Well, you need your fix, Edith.
Dead drop.
Dead drop. Again, you offer up a second dead drop.
You don't think
fucking
a
meet
dead
these
drop
people.
is just as...
Go on. Finish your story.
Anyways.
Not if you choose the dead drop location.
So they're outside of this, like, junior high, middle of the night in the parking lot. And he sees a car, and they flash the lights at him. He goes, he gets the drugs, gets back in his car, and he notices they didn't drive off. So then he starts leaving, and they follow him. They follow him. He doesn't want to go home, so
Right.
he goes through this other neighborhood, and then finally he thinks he loses them, and then he goes home. Then late at night, he hears a car pull up to his driveway. He looks out, and that car is there. He goes out, and he sees the guy that he dealt with, and then another guy who looked like he had like a scar on his face. So he calls the cops. They say, grab a weapon and stay inside, lock the doors until we can get there. So he's waiting, and then he hears some wrestling from his mom's room, and then the guy with the scar comes out. He stabs the guy with the scar because he runs towards him. And then the cops came, and the guy killed his mom.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're murderers.
The guy with the scar killed his mom?
Yeah. They snuck in the house and killed the mom.
But what's motive?
I don't know.
To get the drugs back? To resale?
I don't know.
Resale?
They didn't really say, but
That's fucking dumb.
yeah.
I'm angry. See, why do people do anything ever? That reminds me, it does remind me of a story.
Manny
Lovely
Brady?
lady.
I love this.
No, and it's not dark web related, but there was this girl was in college, and she was driving for Uber. Or no. She was just with her friends driving home from a party. One friend in the passenger seat. One friend in the passenger seat, and she was the designated driver. So her friend was kind of drunk. They're at a stop sign, and this woman, like maybe like 28, 29, covered in blood, comes running up to the car and is like, help me. You have to let me in. And they're like, yeah, get in. And she's like, drive. So they drive like 2-3 miles, and the girl is just in the back hysterically crying. And she's like, just stop at like this Walmart or whatever. So they stop in the parking lot, and she gets out, and then she has a cell phone. So she picks, like, it's ringing the whole time they're in the car. And so she gets out, and they're kind of staying. They're like, should we help her? What do we do? She answers the phone and is like screaming about something in the corner. As she's screaming on the phone, a pickup truck comes through and hits her and drives away. And they just sat there while it happened.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
So they ended up driving away, calling the cops, saying, hey, this all just happened. But they, like, apparently she was like a prostitute, and she wasn't paying her pimp.
Oh, shit.
So he beat her up and then found her
Oh, shit.
and ran her over.
Oh, shit. See?
I was really hoping there was ghosts in that story.
No, no ghosts.
you let
There
me
are
down.
now.
You let
Well, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if she lived.
Ugh.
But
Fuck.
yeah.
it's fucking nuts.
People are so
People are
scary.
That's why I never go to Parbies.
Don't ever go to a Barbie.
Yeah.
All right, you mess up one word one time and you never get to
No,
fucking
I say
save it.
from
It's
now
great.
on, when someone messes up a word, that's the new word.
All right.
Okay.
Oh shit, we're gonna have a brand new language.
Yeah. It'll be-
Consophagus.
I don't know what the word's supposed to be for that.
Sarcophagus.
Oh,
Right? I think.
Yes.
Okay, great.
all right.
Not what I thought it was.
Did you have another story?
Yeah, but I think it's boring.
Okay, we'll hold off then.
Yeah,
Come back.
we'll try it out later.
Eden,
Okay.
you want to do yours?
I'm torn. I go back and forth with this story. So when I was researching the cannibalism, I ended up reading about the dark web, and this guy, I forget his name, but he apparently was selling this video called Daisy's Destruction. And it's basically, it's a video, and there's 3 girls. There's a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 18-month-old. So the 18-month-old, her name is Daisy. So basically, the first 2, the 12-year-old and the 11-year-old, they show like a woman, an older woman, come in, and she rapes and tortures and murders both of them while he films. That woman is the guy's girlfriend, quote unquote. She was like a sex slave that he bought her. He bought her when she was 12, raised her to murder for him. So then they get to the 18-month-old and they rape and torture her for an extended period of time, but she actually lives.
Yeah.
But it's this video that people pay just to jerk off and watch them like mutilate
Disgusting.
young women. So I get sucked into that, and he is now arrested, and he got charged with like 16 counts of rape.
Yeah, motherfucker.
But now so they have him life without parole already, but he still has like 75 more counts of murder and kidnapping and all this stuff. This was all happening in the Philippines. He's an Australian guy going to the Philippines, and people would pay. And you can find the video now. So now that he's in court, you can find these pictures and you can find these videos. And it's awful because he has another video where he has a 2-year-old and they gut the 2-year-old.
Oh my God.
Like,
what the fuck?
Cut open their chest to stomach, pull everything out after raping and murdering this child.
Oh my God.
It's awful.
What about the girlfriend?
She got arrested too, I think.
Are these, like, do they have these kids? And
No, they buy them. So he is part of like a big sex trafficking ring. So they buy them young,
so just like he did his girlfriend. Gotcha.
murder them, and then they bury them somewhere in the Philippines. And then they move to another town and do it all over again. And he was making like thousands, like tens of thousands of dollars on this video.
Part. There's
And
so many other people out there just like him.
yeah, the part that I struggled with is I wanted to see what the hell it was. Because you hear like torture and all that stuff, and it already sounds bad, but there's like this inane curiosity I feel that the human race has to see what, like I was going through like the images, like, and I found the kid and I was like, how could they fucking do that? Like, how did they do it? Like, was the kid alive when they gutted him? Was he already dead? Like, did they give him anything? You know, like, and I don't know what my curiosity is with it to figure it out. And why all of a sudden now is it okay to see on the internet? You don't have to go on the dark web to see it.
Right.
As long as you're not paying for it, it's all right.
Because
I
if you think
guess.
about it, it's almost like it's like a detective state of mind. It's like you've seen what the fuck is that show called? That new one.
Staircase?
No,
Making a Murder?
No, the one with the detectives that go and talk to all of the serial killers.
Oh,
and stuff.
Mindhunter.
Mindhunter, thank you. It's like that. Like you look at that shit, you watch those videos because you're so curious how somebody could do that to somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I want to see this kid get murdered.
Yeah. And then I start to think about, so that's what's considered a snuff film, right?
Yeah.
So we are allowed to see, like on YouTube, on just simple Google searches, you can see people getting murdered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I've seen it.
and a lot of snuff
I don't
films.
think YouTube's
I've
pretty.
seen it. I've seen it on
no.
Facebook.
They'll take it down.
Eventually, but I mean, it's still easily accessible to see these videos, like
That's right.
Faces of Death.
Yeah.
They had Rotten.com. They had all of those things that were still up and running.
Yeah.
So what makes it okay to see, like it's a snuff film. Anytime somebody is murdered in a film, it's a snuff film. It doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It's a snuff film. Why are snuff films illegal, but you can go on Google and search it and it's fine?
Do you think it's because a snuff film is made to have the person murdered in it, and if you Google images of people being murdered, you can just find people being murdered? And
But
it's
I mean, like they have all the things where that reporter that got shot by the guy that got fired,
right,
and it's all video.
but it's
you
like
can see
real
it.
life versus production. You know what I mean? Like you
But why
made this
make
to get
that
money.
illegal?
You made this to get money. You can't be killing people in your movies.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I'm thinking.
So
of it.
murder for profit, illegal.
Yeah.
Murder for. I mean, I know murder's whatever.
Yeah.
Not whatever. It's bad. It's
Tell
illegal.
that to the meat industry. Am I right,
Am I
vegans?
right? Am I right? Yeah, that's true.
I feel
on.
sick. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted with the human
bad.
race.
It's bad.
What the fuck?
And Daisy, since she's alive,
How is she?
she testified against him.
Oh, is she okay? How old is she
I don't
now?
know. I didn't even read into. I couldn't.
know.
Because there was the part
Oh,
of me
that
that
would break
wanted to
my
search, and
heart.
Tim was like, "Don't,
Like
don't
hearing
do
what her testimony was.
Yeah, because they have like 70 bodies.
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah, And it's one of those things where, like, yeah, in the Philippines, they're like, oh, it's the Philippines. It just happens over there. But you know how many missing people are in America?
This guy came from Australia.
Two.
Yeah. There's 2 missing people in America.
Yeah, it happened in the Philippines, but it's an Australian dude. It can happen anywhere.
Right. So it's upsetting. Pieces of shit.
Pieces of shit.
And then, like, okay, it's really hard for people to watch. Like in movies, how often do you see a kid get murdered?
Rarely. I can name maybe 2.
Yeah. So how have we grown as a race or as humanity to, like, be okay watching
It's all
anyone
shock.
else get murdered, but kids are off limits?
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe it's the sense of, like, they're still innocent, so, like, they haven't done anything, they don't deserve to die. But we can find a reason why people in movies deserve to die, you know, and we're okay with watching that.
Well, if you think about what movies were like in the 40s, people didn't even sleep in the same bed. So what
Let's
are
go back to
movies,
that.
right? What are movies going to be like in the next 40 years from now? What is going to be off limits?
Really, look, because how much more shock? Like, at what point are we just not shocked by anything and everything's just,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, kill 14 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they show all those Syrian gas bombs and shit like that, and it's all the kids, like, all their skin
Right.
melting off.
Oh my God,
Like,
those
we
poor
see this,
Yeah.
and it's just, I don't
And
know.
that's real life. So what can you put in a movie to make it even worse?
Exactly. And at what point are you going to have a good enough story that you don't need to jump to those?
Exactly.
Because every time they do shit like that, or they kill the animal, or they have these intense sex scenes, I always feel like you ran out of story. You couldn't tell the story without this, because, like, you can take it out and it makes no difference.
Right.
Like, yeah, they kill the animal, or the animal goes missing or whatever. Like, you're about to kill someone in 30 seconds. Like, we're already afraid for the people. Leave the dog out of this.
To make you go, oh.
But why? If you want us to be scared, don't make me sad.
Yeah.
Like, were you not able to make that character scary enough or hated enough that you had to kill an innocent animal? So then, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, or kill the kid. So then all of a sudden we do hate this person?
Right.
Fuck out of here.
And like you can think about the fourth kind where now off the top of my head, only that one guy went crazy and killed his wife and then killed himself. But I don't think anybody else, no animals died. And that movie scarred me for life.
Yeah.
Everybody was just.
Did he kill his kid? I think he killed his kid, but
I
they
think
don't
he
show
killed them
it.
both. No, they don't show any of it.
You don't
really.
need to. Yeah. That's a good example of
Really.
something well done.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
it's already fucking terrifying in your head. And usually it's scarier in your head than actually seeing it. So just
Yeah.
leave it there.
And that's another thing, is a lot of the times what's in your head and what your imagination is 100 times worse of whatever they're going to put on the screen.
Right.
Very rarely do they show monsters that are actually scary.
Right.
Like, it's, I don't know. This whole topic, me Googling all this stuff, put me in, like, a really dark,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with humanity? What the fuck is wrong with, like I'm not doing anything to help anybody. Wow. I mean, I went down south.
I
Yeah.
got something to say about the animals dying in the thing. My example is Conjuring. The dog dies.
Do you see it?
You don't see the dog actually die, but
you
the
see the
dog
body.
turns up dead. And the reason they do it is because they're showing you, okay, death is a possibility for this. It's not just spooky ghost. And it doesn't raise enough to where they killed somebody already and now the police have to be involved. Because you could
Okay,
have a
so
dog,
that
a
is a
dead
good
dog and
I
just
see
bury
what
it.
you're saying.
That
That's-
is, again, if it pertains to the story, okay, good.
Yeah. Like
Like-
fucking what that movie, John Wick.
Oh
Right?
yeah, you fucking murder that dog, and that's why John Wick
Yeah.
is mad.
Yeah.
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 Plot.
So yeah, that makes sense. But there's plenty of times where
Thank you.
it's not necessary.
Well
like
done.
the dog dies, but then nobody else dies.
No, right.
So what are we doing?
Right. Yeah. Oh God.
I've never seen The Conjuring, but I think that's what happens in there.
But and then I could go on with sex scenes forever. I could name
Thank you.
47 movies where they're just an original sin.
And I can name a few that actually do a few really cute cutaway pans.
Yeah, they do
Like-
those. Or the ones where they show enough, like exactly, they show enough.
You know
to
what's going down.
So you know there's either a connection between the characters or there's not a connection.
Right.
And
So it's-
sometimes
need.
there's an instance that happens during the sex that needs to be told.
Right,
so I
right.
understand why you're showing me a
Right.
sex scene.
Right. If not, it's just porn and I can just watch porn.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd rather
what
just,
are we doing?
If I needed, that's one of the
You're gonna be
problems.
gross.
He's
Yeah.
going to say if he needs to jerk off, he'll just watch porn.
No,
That's
I would
what he-
never say that. I would just do it.
There you go. He's jerking off. Stop.
Gross.
Ew.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Okay.
We did it.
We'll just close her up with a few more fun sites that you can visit.
No.
Real fun dark website.
Real fun
Sorry,
dark
I got
websites.
super dark in that conversation.
Well, I mean, you know what? I don't even want to read these because they're not any better. They're kind of all awful.
Well, I know you can buy like body parts too, but I'm like,
You can
okay,
buy body parts off the person and like watch the video.
shut the fuck. Okay, well now
called
here's
the Red Room.
Here's my oh my god.
I know.
Well, here's my thought on this. One, you can buy organs. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I love pianos.
I'm worried about where they come from
Right.
because I watched a documentary and it was in the Philippines, and at like 16 or 17 they're really poor, so they go to this guy who takes out a kidney, gives them the medicine, and then he sells the kidney to someone in the United States. But they're paid like pennies
Yeah.
for their kidney.
Yeah.
So it worries me that. I
Right.
also think it's really fucking silly that like you can't be compensated to sell your organ. Like if people want to buy an organ because they are on the last of the list, right? So they offer like $200,000 and they're not allowed to give that person that money. They can pay for the surgery, they can pay for that, but they can't give them anything. So they have to do like sneaky gifts that are not taxable, shit like that.
Does the organ itself cost anything? I mean, you with the most medical experience, does the organ itself cost anything besides the surgery and the people and the stuff needed?
No.
Okay.
Because usually if it's done right, it's donated. It's
Yeah.
a donated organ.
So it's free.
You're right.
That organ
That's right.
is free.
Right.
So like ethically, they're not allowed to let you pay
Hell of a
for an
tax
organ.
refund.
Gotcha.
though.
And also, if like I'm a cannibal and I don't want to murder someone, and I can watch the person be okay with chopping off their limb and they live, okay, I'm not committing too much of a illegal thing.
Right.
Whatever these
Is
words
it
are, I'm sorry.
illegal to eat a human?
if they're already dead?
Because there was a security guard at my old work, and he
no.
was Russian. He was Russian, and he was saying that people would just die in the streets because it was so cold.
Right. So
And
they ate them.
it was legal for them to use them for, like, use their body oil for fire or
What
to
year was
eat.
this?
2000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not
Is when
far.
I talked to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just came from
That's
Russia.
intense shit, man.
Yeah, because it's so cold, and then people don't like. I'm big on not wasting anything. So if you hunt, like I'm not hunting for sport is a fucking joke. Like
Yeah.
you're a pussy.
Yeah.
You have no testicles. Like fuck you. I hope you die. Simple as that. But when I lived
your
in Missouri,
opinion, man.
yeah, my opinion is fucking gold. So when I lived in Missouri, I lived with a family, or I was staying with a family, and they hunted, but they lived off the land. They had their own water source. They made their own electricity, everything. So we'd go out hunting. Well, I went one time with them. I yelled at the deer to run, so they sent me back. But they used every single part, and they only killed what they needed. So they would kill 2 buck, and they would have the meat for all of winter, all of like a year's worth of meat. They used all the blood.
Yeah.
They used the skin for warmth. Like they used every single part of it, and
Like
I could see that.
Indians.
Yeah. Plus, Missouri is super overrun. Like they're taking over everything with deer. So like their hunting season is really long.
Yeah.
But majority of the people out there are living off the land. They don't have like corporate jobs. They're not
Right.
making a ton of money, so they live
Farming
off that
land
stuff.
out
Yeah,
there.
or they make jerky, or they
and
so
sell
they're
it, yeah.
they're completely using it. So as a human race, I feel like we waste so much.
Oh,
there
God.
was a I believe he was Puerto Rican. No, maybe he was Guatemalan, but he was a rich guy down there, and he was like, I have a Rolls Royce, I'm going to bury it. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, in a week, I'm going to bury it. So all week, he sat there and dug out stuff and put a Rolls Royce in it and covered it up.
See?
And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you have all this money, how would you do that? He's like, people bury more valuable things than this car every day. When you're not an organ donor, that's what you're doing. So it was like his way of
Oh,
showing,
wow.
like, yeah, like you guys are burying people's lives. Like people could live
Wow.
just because you don't want to donate an organ. Like fuck you.
Wow. Wow.
He should have done that somewhere where people give a damn, though.
Well, their donation rate went up like huge.
Good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So like you not
A
being a
bunch
donor,
of
and there's all
Rolls
these
Royces.
stigmas where like if you're in a coma, they'll just off you. Like they still have to get approval to pull you off life support. Like they're not going to let you die.
They shoot you with like a sniper gun?
Yeah. That's what they do.
Can you request how to go?
Probably not because you're in a coma.
That's true.
So I mean,
Put it in the will.
that's
In case of
pre-paperwork.
coma.
in case of coma, shoot me in the head, sniper. So put me
Chainsaw,
outside so you can
please.
sniper me.
I do not want to come back as a zombie, please.
But yeah, you guys better be donors because it pisses me off thinking about that.
Yeah.
If I'm in a coma, take my body through like the Home Alone house situation and just hit me with all that shit.
Perfect. Done. Done
All
deal.
of them.
Yes, every single one.
Every single one.
Light
Put
the
my
top of
f-
your head on fire.
Put
That
my
too.
foot through a nail.
yeah.
There you go. Slip down the stairs.
Like
get
your-
hit in the face
Make
with a
my
bowling
your
face
hand.
make those crazy faces
Done.
they make.
ball. 100%. It's recorded. We're doing this.
And I want a gold tooth.
There you go.
All right.
Great.
But also when I die,
yes.
Can't
my
wait.
body, so I don't want you to have to pay for me to get burnt up, and I also don't want you to go to jail. So donate me to science, and then they pay for your cremation after they like cut you open and stuff.
And take all your bits. Okay.
So like I'll donate all my organs, and then they'll do like that little injection thing where like they use you in anatomy class, and people
Yeah.
try to figure out how you died, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then they'll pay for the cremation. So my funeral's probably gonna be a little bit later.
Yeah.
But
Well, we
that's
could
what I
have
want.
a empty casket.
Yeah, that's it. No casket.
No, I know, but
Waste.
like for the service.
Waste. No, stop.
We're just gonna have a
money.
party.
Yes,
party
just
on
party.
the-
Literally, you probably don't even need my ashes, honestly. Wait, and if I live to be as old as I think I am going to be, 82, I'm going to die in that bombing.
Oh, it's a long time.
Which one?
Oh, I'm going to bomb a bar called the Matador
Why?
because all the champion Matadors go and drink there.
Oh my God! Yes. I for some reason I thought it was like on like down the street.
Yeah, no.
So,
I know what
so
you're
with
talking
this
about,
episode,
yes.
what we
That is how you're
achieved
going
is
out.
we got people from dark web after us. We got hunters after us,
Yeah.
which I don't want. Man is the worst hunt or whatever. Rambo.
Yep.
And then
wrong, but yeah.
now a shitload of matadors. They're gonna come with their little knives.
Yeah, and probably the
Swords.
cops because this is premeditated when I'm 82 years old. So fucking fight me. I don't give a shit. Actually,
care
my
what they do
dad.
to you.
I told our dad about it, and he said he'd go with me.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "You can be alive," and he's like, "Nope."
Aw.
So sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's nice of him to like.
Weekend at Bernie's.
He's like,
huh?
yeah, fuck those guys.
Good. Yeah, fuck them.
Bullfighters, another bunch
Pieces
of
of
fucking
shit.
pussies, little small penis bitches. Thank you,
Fuckers.
assholes. God, they're fucking assholes.
So
They give guys with small penises bad names. You know?
That's true.
You give small dick a bad name.
Your name.
do you want to hear any of these?
Yeah, sure.
On that site that I mentioned, or no, sorry. This one is called The Human Experiment, and they experiment on living people, stream it, and sell viewings to other users. And experiments, I don't want to read it.
What
It's
do they
just awful
include?
shit. It's awful. It's
Don't give the actual
I'm sorry.
website because then you're helping
No,
out
it's
the
what's-
cause.
no. Take
go
it
ahead.
down.
Go ahead.
FBI, take it down.
Tell me.
Now we got
Starvation,
people after us.
sterilization, radiation exposure, injecting a pregnant woman with bleach and measuring the tolerances of the baby.
Are they volunteers or are these?
No, they're homeless people.
Oh, I'm done.
They go take the homeless people. And there's a
Gross.
the tagline on the site says, "Not all humans are equal. For some of them were born superior to others."
I'm done. I'm done with this
Awful.
whole fucking.
I won't
damn
even
it.
go on because it's all the same. I mean, summoning demons, that could be fun. But
Oh my god.
yeah, pictures of the dead, it's
Fuck off.
yeah.
Not you, but fuck
Creepy
off.
games. There's creepy games you can play.
On the dark
Oh.
web where like you die? Yeah.
It's like this weird. It looks like PT. Like it's just the hallway
Yeah.
and like
I've-
flashing like messages and shit.
But I watched a video of that while a guy was telling this story where he went to a house and through the dark web, and it's like because he was really big into around Halloween when they have the haunted houses and stuff, and this was like an escape house or whatever, and he doesn't know how they did it, but like he would go through a room and then later he would go through that same room and it would be all like decrepit. Like the more he went through the house,
like PT.
Yeah, but like in real life. I didn't.
This was real life?
Yeah, I'll show you the video.
I'm done here.
Oof.
It's a long story, but
I'm done here. I want nothing to do with this.
Stay off the streets. Stay off the
internet.
web.
Don't talk to people.
Just stay home.
Virtual hugs, but actually don't do that either. Just get off the internet.
Everything's
Knit,
bad.
but knit with like the plastic.
Yeah,
little
the
stabbers.
non-dangerous ones,
Yeah.
the real,
The
not
ones for
Starby
kids.
ones.
If you're gonna cut paper, use the safety paper cutters.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Be safe out there.
Yeah, that's that. I think that's it for us. We'll continue this next week, depending on what we come up with. I think everyone's just fucking done.
It's so gross.
It's fucking.
It's not even scary.
upsetting.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's upsetting, and I'm sorry that we did this.
But now you know.
Now you know. Don't go on the dark web.
The more you know.
Thank you again for listening. Comment, like, share, subscribe. We are now on Stitcher, Podbean,
You should know that.
Still on YouTube.
still on YouTube. So help us out. We'll help you out. Big shout out to Bad Reception with Morgan and Mike. They had us on last week to watch Thunder in Paradise. Great time, great episode.
fun.
If you get a chance, like and share and subscribe to theirs. Also, they're also on Stitcher and Podbean and iTunes and all that good stuff. So from everyone here at OSTS, thank you for listening. Have a good night, and I love you.
Don't let anything bite you.
I'll come up with it next week.